Here's something you might not know. Maybe you do. I don't know. I've been doing some content for YaLLa Campus, a Counter-Strike tournament organizer. It's been on their socials like TikTok and Instagram and X and YouTube Shorts and all the things. Some of their broadcasts as well. But obviously now they've been doing a bunch of tier 2 leagues. Those have ended. And the major is currently underway, the Austin Major. And what we thought is we would chat to some of the players in the various teams that have been competing in YaLLa and just get them like to share some of their favorite major memories and all of that. And we did this really cool like caption that feature where we showed them these like iconic images from different majors and then just asked them if they knew the moments and what they thought and like the feelings that it elicited in them. And I absolutely loved this content. It was made for social media, so it's meant to be cut real short, but I went to YaLLa and I was like, please, can I just take the full interviews, cut them up and put them on my YouTube channel, because I just really love these conversations. And they said yes. So that's what I'm doing in this video. You might only recognize one player, Maden, ex-Ents Team Falcons, if you don't watch tier 2. But regardless, I think you should still watch these because it's really cool. And I just really enjoyed having these conversations. Obviously, go follow YaLLa if you want to see like the shortened bits. We've done some stuff with Kyosuke as well. That was a really popular one. But these are just really cool. They're super wholesome and I'm sharing them with you. Obviously, if you like this sort of content, I would love to know. Let me know. I'll make more of it. Also, I'd love to know your favorite major moments. And this was just fun. I'm just sharing this because I liked it. I actually don't give a shit if you don't, because I think it's cool. And I think it's something that just makes everyone feel good. And considering how weird this major's been and what's been happening, we should all feel good. Maybe? None of this is making sense. Also, these were all recorded before the major even began. So obviously, like, Falcons is out now and it's super awkward in some aspects. So just try and enjoy it for what it is. And if you don't enjoy it, I give up. I don't give up. I'll just keep trying, but you know what I mean. Maden and aVN are with us from Zero Tenacity, and I know what you want. You want me to ask Maden all the questions because he's just joined the lineup. But you know what? We're not doing that today. Today we're just going to have a bunch of fun because we're celebrating the major and we're going to be looking back on some iconic major moments. And I kind of just want to talk about Counter-Strike with both of you. So no serious questions, no pressure. We're just going to play a couple of games. So the first one that we're going to do is kind of like Caption this. You see it on Reddit all the time, but now we're doing it with you. These iconic moments. Here's the first iconic moment.
GetRight? What tournament was this actually? ESL1.
It was I can't remember. Was it the ESL1 Major, right? They when they won the major.
It's the Cologne 2014 trophy that he's crying in front of.
Oh.
Ah, okay, yeah.
I actually don't remember any
I wasn't even playing CS in
Yeah.
2014.
Yeah.
It was 2015 when I started, so it was.
There you go.
It's quite old
Yeah,
picture,
I think
to
I
be honest.
started like 2014, something like that. I'm not sure.
So fair excuses for both of you. You were only starting. But I wonder, have either of you ever felt this happy playing CS?
Of course, I felt happy in many moments when I played major semifinals. Also, when I won the IM Dallas trophy, it was kind of similar. Obviously, I think it was the best for me when I won IM Dallas trophy, so I felt the same like this. I was about to cry. I didn't cry, but it was close. It was good
close to
emotions.
crying.
Good emotions, yeah.
I was
I
like
love
not
that.
near like this experience because I didn't play that many LANs. But I think if I was in his situation, that there is a high chance that I will probably do the same. Yeah, it's different when
aVN
it's LAN.
Yeah, it's different when it's that. I know that you and Maden have been good friends for many years. Have you ever felt this way when your friend has made a big achievement?
Yeah, of course, I was like super happy for him when he won like EM Dallas especially. I know it means a lot to him because he is playing for a long time and he is like trying really hard. So yeah, I was super happy, of course.
I love it. Okay, Cabbi, this is going to be like no interview you've probably done before because it is the major. So we're just going to be doing some really weird shit. I hope that you're ready for this. A little bit of fun.
I have no idea when this is. Is that? Who is that?
Did you?
Oh, that's the guy from Pain. Oh, I didn't mean the professor. I know who the professor is. I'm in Snow, right? That's Snow, right? From
Yes,
Pain.
that's
Yeah,
Snow.
I
was so
I know
shocked.
who the professor is. Don't worry.
Okay,
I'm
just
not that
checking.
ignorant.
So this was actually from the Shanghai Major last year, December, when Pain got to play, obviously, Furia, and this was where Snow and Fallen were hugging. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, there is like the most adorable picture of Snow when he was like a tiny child posing with Fallen, who was his hero.
Oh, yeah, I remember that actually. I remember that going on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. I remember the pictures next to each other to compare.
Yeah, right. So this is the moment. Is there a player that you think you would have this moment with?
To be honest, yeah, there it is. I started very late, so I never been to events. Big sport events or anything. So I would love to get a picture with Niko, or Dunk, or Monity, because they like my top 3 favorite players. But yeah, whenever I met them at events, it would feel weird for me to go and ask for a picture, to be honest. So no,
Fair enough.
there's no one I would ask. There is some who I wanted a picture with, but I don't have the balls.
You don't know I get you. I don't have balls, but I have no problem going to ask for the photos. But very different for me because I'm not playing against them. Pull up another iconic moment. I wonder if either of you remember this.
Yeah, I remember this Simple played for Liquid. I remember also I don't exactly remember which moment was this but I also remember the highlights he had back then in Liquid with the Cash one when he drops out of heaven on Cash on
Yeah.
on B side. It was crazy, and he no scoped people. I don't know if was it after this moment or was it when they won the whole event. So I'm not sure,
Yeah, I
but
think
it was a good time for sure. I remember it was some crazy highlights from him back then.
here's a difficult question, I suppose. aVN, do you think we'll ever see Simple reach the levels he was at during this time?
I
Can
hope
he
so,
get there
actually. I
again?
mean, from what he said, it looks like he wants to do it, but I'm not sure if he can, because I'm not sure how much he actually plays. He used to, so he's a little bit behind there, but obviously he's like a super talented player, so I really hope he does, actually.
Me too. I'd like to see a Simple pop off at the Austin Major. Do you remember this?
Yeah, of course it's iconic. Boston, one of the biggest talking points in terms of majors, I think. NA major, NA team winning was the biggest storytelling of almost all majors, I think.
Completely agree. I don't know if Lightning hits twice though. I don't see an NA team winning this major now, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Let's. I mean, who? Liquid. Who else is there? Maybe Liquid. Come on.
I don't think so.
Neither
I
do
mean,
Neither
if
do I.
Vitality's there, they're gonna win. So doesn't matter who else is there.
This is a little bit fun now.
It's a classic Apex reactions.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know which it was. I guess some was it some PGL major? I can't remember. What year was
I
this?
can't even remember. Yeah, I don't even remember. I think it was 2017. I just remember the
Yeah,
meme.
It's very old,
It's
very old when he played for G2, but to be honest, it's just a classic Apex reactions. He always has this during the
he's
games.
probably doing this today as well.
I mean, maybe not in the nearest future because they have insane win rate, so probably he might be a little bit more happy than back then.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's just a classic Apex one.
The good old days. Gambit with Zeus, even. That's a legend.
Right?
Yeah.
These are sick.
Also a
throwbacks.
big underdog moment, I feel. But then again, every time people talk about Gambit winning the major, they're talking about, two of the worst teams in the final, I think, at the
true.
point. So they of course, they won a major and they got to the final, but a lot of people are taking their win a bit away from them. But you know, the game is the game. They won the major.
That's it. No one can take that away. Once you're a major winner, no one can take that from you.
Yeah,
Norbert
exactly.
is a major winner for the rest of his career.
Oh.
Is this like where they were like meeting to discuss some bug in the game or something like that?
100%. It was the crouch bug. That was
Well-
the team meeting that was
yeah,
happening.
Wait. What crouch bug was this?
Like you could jump and see, but the enemy could not see you. I think it was something like that. Caption used to do that on Banana Inferno a lot, I think. I think it was about that. I'm not sure.
I can see it's 2017.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Magus
Might be.
posted the picture. Yeah, Magus posted this picture. That's the exact moment. It's just one of those things that go down in the history books, right?
yeah.
Their first major win from Astralis. Yeah,
That's the one.
it is iconic as well. Mostly because they always got, into the semi-final, always lost at every tournament, and then when they won their first title, they just couldn't stop winning.
It's just my favorite team still. Vitality might overtake them if they win this major, but for now, this is my favorite lineup of all time.
Oof. What a lineup, actually.
When they won ELeague, but when was this? Which year? I can't remember. It's a crazy lineup.
2016.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
crazy lineup. When you think about this, you would never expect this lineup that they can actually win this big of a trophy, to be honest. But
True, right?
they've
True.
been playing
I
good
love
back
that.
then. So,
Yeah, they were really good back then, yeah.
but nowadays, when you think about it, you're like, how this lineup won like this
Yeah.
big of an event?
How?
But I mean,
So true.
back then, Tariq and everyone was pretty good back then, to be honest. Yeah.
I love this picture. It's so meme worthy. It's incredible. I think there is another one where he does the thumbs up, which is just as great. Yeah, it's I love it, especially when the teams use it themselves. I think it's hilarious.
That's my favorite. I love that this is pretty much how we're all gonna remember Elige, to be fair.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's pull up another moment.
Mouse Niko.
Mouse Niko, he
Was
was
he IGL Opera or Superstar here?
he was everything back then.
Yeah.
But back he used to tilt way more back then than nowadays. To be honest, he
Yeah.
was always emotional. But back then in Mouse, like he was playing really good, but he was tilting a lot back then, as I can remember. And this is one of the emotions you can see. He was very emotional and tilting. But yeah, back then I remember like he was playing insane with Deagle and all these highlights he had back then in the Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was still a big fan of VP. I think they are an iconic team because of their style or the way their style was, but I don't know. I just never really liked them. There's no really reason for it. It's just like meh.
It's
For
okay. I get that. I have teams that I feel that way about Spirits. I think
Really?
Donk is I think Donk is a generational talent. Don't get me wrong, like he's incredible. But I think the team overall for me, I'm always just a bit like meh. If Donk's not popping off, I don't think that they do anything that's mind-blowingly creative. I think that if Donk wasn't in the lineup, the players are good but not good enough. But
yeah,
I know
you're
that
probably
I'm in,
right. I
You
think you're
say
right
that.
because yeah,
I get a
I
lot
think
of
you're
hate.
right, but it is of course Dunk, popping off 140 rating every match is a requirement for them to win. You can also see sometimes he even gets 130 and they still lose, but I just like that they are so interactive with the fans and they post vlogs and funny videos and such, which makes me feel closer to them than I do with, I don't know, Vitality, for an example. Vitality is also a meta team for me. Of course, they're winning everything, so it's always good to see them play, and also with Saiwu, but yeah, I don't feel I don't feel close to them because they're just playing, and I watch them, but I don't have a feeling when I watch them.
That makes sense. All right, my favorite was PGL Astana. We had Magic's calling out Maui Snake on the desk during an interview, saying to Maui, hey, like, why are you talking crap about our coach? Like, right there on the desk. I kind of enjoyed that. I feel like we need more of that in the scene. I would like to see more players calling out analysts when they get interviewed.
Yeah, it's
let's
funny.
take a look. It is funny, right? That's what we want. I just love this because of the teary face. It kind of gets us back to where we were in the first one, those emotions that you feel when you look out to a crowd. I mean, Maden, you've experienced that, obviously. It must be something really special.
Yeah, it's a great experience, to be honest, especially when you play in front of the crowd. And I think this was this I am Katowice or
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I am
the one.
Katowice where Pasha brought the trophy. I mean, to be honest, I played 3 or 4 times Katowice, and once I made it to the semifinals. It was with Falcons, and it was the first tournament with them. And at that moment, I thought we're gonna be playing insane, and after it, everything went downhill with Falcons times. But in Katowice, the semifinals was really good. I remember the crowd and everything. It was very nice experience.
Let's take a look at our final moment. This one I think is also pretty special to me. I think you'll enjoy it as well.
Mm-hmm. The up and
You know who
coming.
I just want to check, you know who that one player is, right? Just to confirm that we do know who that one guy is, because you didn't know earlier on, so I'm a little bit concerned.
Yeah, I know him. You mean to the top left? Second guy to the top left?
Yeah, just making sure, man. Just making sure
I know
that
him.
you know.
I know who he is.
What did you think of this particular story?
I liked it, actually. I think it was great. Also, coming from a small community back then. I mean, obviously they have a lot of players in South America, but no, there was no top teams from South America back then. They were the first guys to break through, and after they broke through, I mean, they were unstoppable, right? They won like 4 tournaments, I think, in 1 year or something. After they qualified for the first one, so that was crazy and a great story for them. Both as a team and individually. And as I remember, they were living together in a gaming house, I think, as well.
I
So
don't even
they
think
were
it was
using
like,
a lot of time.
you say gaming house. I think back then they were literally like, it's a 2-bedroom house. You're all sharing bedrooms. Like it was not what you think a gaming house is. Like they were living the hard life. I think Zeus at one point was sleeping on the floor. That's cool, man. And none of them, I think there was like one person in the whole team who could speak English, so everyone else had to like rely on them to translate. That's like it's an insane story because of what they did for Brazil. But now that we've had all the
crazy going from the bottom to the top, all the way to the top.
That's what it's all about, though. That's why we love Counter-Strike.